Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's presentation over lab safety in the science classroom. My name is Grace Martin, and I am the project manager for Innovative Insights. I am joined today by Shantae Guidry, our specialist, and Elizabeth Long, our instructional designer. We will be focusing today on areas such as our client, our learners, teaching and learning strategies, technologies used, alpha testing, and evaluation reports. Science lab safety accrues three main clientele: educators, students, and the community. Each year, instructors will use this model to introduce the idea of lab safety in the science classroom to their students. This will benefit all involved as it not only creates a safe environment, but allows proper understanding of what to do in emergencies. The students in mind are students in grades 6 through 8 that are beginning their first years in a real science lab. The techniques and proper handling of equipment is crucial in their success when they're starting their labs. Educators and students will use this design to stay on track and expand their learning within the first 2 weeks of school.
Educators will prepare all equipment needed prior to the beginning of the unit. The educator will ensure that all tools, labs, and activities utilized are accessible to all students. The educator will conduct a survey assessing the students' prior knowledge. The students will be given several opportunities to reflect and practice skills throughout the unit. The lesson will include various teaching modalities to reach all learning styles. This lesson is designed towards student engagement by including videos, games, and creation of a poster on the requirement of lab safety information. Formal and informal assessment opportunities are embedded throughout the unit. The educator will provide the students with lab equipment such as beakers, goggles, and Bunsen burners to provide a hands-on learning approach, as well as internet-enabled devices with internet access to complete other activities throughout the unit, such as Kahoot and ThinkLink.
The alpha testing portion of this project will be used to assess students on their knowledge of how to utilize lab safety equipment properly. The lesson is geared towards instructing the students on the do's and don'ts while in a science lab, and students must score between 90 and 100%, which is an expert rating, on all assessment material, which includes the lab safety poster. Using a rubric with specific criteria, students will be assessed on their knowledge of lab safety. Before they are allowed to participate in a science lab, they must show their understanding through several different types of assessments. The creation of a unique science poster with a piece of equipment of their choosing will not only show their creativity, but it will also show their understanding of how to use the equipment properly. Along with creating a lab safety poster for assessment, they will also be required to take a lab safety quiz using the online platform Quizzes. In the event of technological failures, students will be provided with a hard copy of the quiz to complete.
For the rubric, students will be graded on 8 criteria: the overall theme of the poster, organization and presentation, writing, clear and concise title phrase, statement of rule, illustration representing the rule, creativity, and errors. The grading system will be based on the amount of effort in the lab safety posters on a 100-point scale. If little to no effort was shown, they will receive below a 70. If some effort was shown but not enough to show clear understanding, they will receive a grade of between 70 to 79. If effort was shown enough to show some understanding of lab safety, the student will receive an 80 to an 89. If all criteria was properly met and the student has shown clear understanding of the material, the student will be seen as an expert in the subject area and will be able to proceed to the lab.
Upon
The
the
students
completion,
The students will be given a 10-question quiz to show knowledge in the lab safety in the science classroom. The completion of the quiz will give immediate results to aid in the data analysis to analyze clear understanding of science safety.
Upon the completion of knowledge evaluation through assessments, the data will be analyzed to show evidence of learning, along with providing data to adjust instruction. Student demonstration will also be utilized to determine complete knowledge of lab safety. The lesson will be divided into 6 days, with the 6th day allotted for remediation and identification of misconceptions. On the first day of instruction, the instructor will introduce the concept using videos, images, and a tour of the lab. On days 2 and 3, the students will complete the lab safety poster as well as an interactive Kahoot lab safety review game. Day 4 is when the students will take the lab safety quiz using the Quizzes online assessment tool. On day 5, the class will review the quiz through a classroom discussion. Students will also present their lab safety posters on this day. On day 6, any performance gaps will be addressed and any misconceptions will be identified.
To review for the quiz, the students will participate in a 10-question Kahoot. The Kahoot will reflect the questions that will be given on the quiz. Thank you for joining Innovative Insights on our presentation of lab safety in the science classroom. Please don't hesitate to reach out with any questions.